Hey, so today it's going to be just like every other day. Keep it simple. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Please go ahead and look at the description so you know what's going on here. You know how it works and everything. No wheel today. Everything's just going to be randomly picked. Rapid tarot readings today so I can get some more in there. So let's get started. And May, hey, what's up? Go ahead and post your question. Yeah, I'm down. You're the only one here, so we'll start with you. Thanks for coming. Make sure you guys are liking and that you're subscribed to the channel so you can get a free reading. Today I'm going to make priority go to the new subscribers, just, so they can get a feel for what it's like here and, maybe want to come back. So, but I'll start with you, Anne. You wanted a general reading. Yes. Okay. Anne, general reading. What's going to happen for Anne this month? Tell me anything she needs to know. Anything she needs to know for Anne. Okay, there's some disappointment here. Something about the past. Okay. All right, so it looks like something about the past, some situation in your past that you can't really let go of is very troubling to you. You're still having a hard time with it. So, I see you do want to progress, like you want to progress forward, but it's just, you just can't right now. It's just difficult to do that. You're looking at the negative though, and I want you to start looking at the positive because here we have you looking at the positive when you're going your own way. So it's kind of a good thing this is happening because look what you have coming for you, 10 of Cups. That's altogether happiness. I mean, you can't see that any other way, I don't think. I mean, altogether happiness. And what it has to do with is, even though you feel like whatever this thing from the past is, probably has to do with the love relationship. It doesn't have to, but to me, I feel like it does just because of talking about here how you're going to be going your own way, doing your own thing, and that's going to bring you more happiness. I feel like that's what we're talking about is you with another person, and you think that's what's going to make you happier and that you would be happier in that situation. But it looks like if you go your own way, put your boundaries down and start doing what you really want to be doing, it looks like you're able to actually find this happiness that you're looking for. So I would say go your own way. Even if it seems hard, you might be like, okay, F you, I'm not going to go my own way. Like I want to be with this person. Well, that's fine. I just think that, it's probably best that you start doing what you really want to do, regardless whether or not you're with this person, just start doing the things you really like to do. Start finding your passion, finding something that excites you and something that you want to do no matter who's around, okay? It's talking about going your own way. So go ahead and try that. Let me know how that works for you. It looks like 10 of Cups. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, at least try, Okay. Okay, Lee, I don't really know much about angel numbers, but let's see what the cards are saying for you. If there's anything they need you to know right now. If there's anything you need her to know right now. What are you trying to tell her? Okay. So it looks like there's a situation where there was arguments, but it looks like there's hope there. It looks like there's a lot of hope there still, like it's not all hope is lost in the situation, even though it's a lot of drama, it's a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, a lot of tension, probably with more than one person, probably not just with one person, it's probably more than one. And here we see, you're still able to build up your foundation, whatever you're trying to do, and whoever's trying to tear you down or get in your way, obstacles, whoever's trying to, if there are people trying to, it seems like there's people trying to. If there are people trying to stop you or slow you down in any way, just remember you have what it takes to do what you need to do right now. You have what it takes to, meet your goals and accomplishments. So that's what the Magician's here for. So it's basically saying you have all the tools you need. You don't need anything else. You have everything you need. It's just you kind of like not letting this get to you. You looking at yourself in an honest way and saying, yeah, I do have hope for the future because I know I can do this. And see, you save up your money right now. Don't be spending frivolously, but also it's saying not only keep your money, that you earn, but it's also saying you're wanting to build this foundation. So it's good. And we have you, King of Wands, going your own way, being very ambitious, nothing stopping you here. So I don't really think these people are going to stand in your way very long. But if you have any obstacles that are in your way right now, or you just feel like things are like not going the way you want, and you feel like certain people are like trying to stop you or trying to stand in your way or trying to, get you to like distract you, just remember that you do have what it takes. I mean, here it's saying have hope, have faith. Like, don't forget that you do have this, you're the Magician here. You have the wand, you have the cup, you have the pentacle, and you have the sword. So you have all the tools you need. You don't need anything else. And if people try to tell you that you do, they're just jealous, they're just lying, or they're just trying to stand in your way. So just don't let these people slow you down. Know that they really can't slow you down unless you let them, okay? That's all that you need to know. Well, at least right now, for me. Maybe another tarot reader will tell you some other things you need to know, but for right now, that's all you need to know from me. So, entity of light. I'm good. How are you? May I ask if my guides have any messages for me? Let's see here. Entity of light. Any messages for her from her spirit guides here, please? What can you help me to relay to her? Help me be the messenger. Help me to let her know what she needs to know at this time. Anything you want me to tell her right now? Anything she needs to know? There's a new person. If they haven't come in yet, if you aren't talking to a new person right now, I would say either you are not with anyone right now, or you and someone are not doing well right now and you might break up, or this is somebody new that's already come in. Because what I'm seeing is somebody new coming in. So, I mean, I guess you could be attached and there could still be somebody new coming in some weird kind of, drama-filled, twisted way. But, not judging, just saying, I'm trying to think of all scenarios here. There's somebody new coming in, though. But the thing about it is this person is not what you think they are. I mean, they're a person who is basically, either you're looking at them as they're all good or all bad. And either way, it's just unrealistic. It doesn't matter which one. I mean, it does matter, but it just, for this whole message, it's pretty much saying that it's not what it seems. And you think what you believe is not what it is. So, that could just be like what we all do in the beginning of a relationship. We put on our best face and we think, oh yeah, this is a really great person, but it's troubling because you could be taking it too far, okay? Just try to remember that everybody has flaws. And also try to remember not everyone is all bad. So I don't know which one you're looking at them as, but they're a new person in your life. I'm guessing you're not looking at them as all bad, although you could be, but either way, it's going to ruin the situation. It's going to end up in a lot of disappointment, as it always does with the Seven of Cups. It's just something that's not realistic. So, yep. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah. I feel like either this person is juggling you and another person. We have the Seven of Swords right there, so that's why I say that with confidence that it's something shady, because, Seven of Swords, I mean, it's just this guy's sneaky. This guy or this gal are sneaky, and they're weighing their options, basically. You're an option. And also, Nine of Cups, they just want what they want out of this. They're not really thinking about you. They're not really thinking about your needs. They're not really considering your needs at all. It's kind of just about, like, what I can get out of this. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I would say this person's all bad. If you're seeing them as all bad, maybe that's not maybe that's not actually incorrect, but or unrealistic. But no, you're probably not seeing that at this time, because this person's probably pretty good at being sneaky. So I would say, if you haven't had this person come in yet, next person that comes in, be careful, watch out. And they could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be, though. Just next person that comes in, okay? Just keep your eye out for these people, okay? Just make sure you know that you're dealing with somebody real. And how do you ever really know that? Just be careful. Just be careful. General message from the universe for Eva. Okay, something from the past you can't let go of either. Or you might be spying on somebody, maybe stalking their social media a little bit. Or maybe they're stalking yours. Either way, there's something from the past that's kind of like lingering, It doesn't need to be lingering, but it is. I don't think you want it to be that way. It just is that way sometimes. It takes time sometimes just to not be lingering anymore. Okay. All right. So it looks like you're going to have to use your better judgment here, because we do have the Ten of Cups. So it looks like that's a possibility for you, is happiness. But the thing is, you're going to have to fight for it. I feel like this is something that's happened time and time again. You having to get your word across, you having to, explain yourself over and over and over, or just get something out. Like no one is hearing you, or at least that's how it feels to you. It might not even be that way, but that's how it feels to you. You're up on this mountain here, you're throwing your wands down, you're like, you know, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. Like, this is what I'm saying, and I need you to know. I need you to understand. And people are just not hearing you, or that's how you feel, like people aren't hearing you. But this is a thing that's happened over and over again. So I feel like this is a thing where you really need to use your better judgment and, you know, do what's right for yourself. Like, if this is a situation that you have to stress yourself so much just to get people to understand you so you can be okay with what's happening, just know that you can't change what people do and how they are. So really, I mean, if you stated this more than 3 times and they're not getting it, walk away. Okay, it's time to walk away, because seriously, you can't get anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. And if they don't want to hear you out, or they don't want to like not make you feel crazy, they don't want to like understand you, or, you know, hear you out, then they won't, you know. So just, you can't force anyone to do anything. You know, if somebody is not getting you, or you're trying to fucking stress yourself so much and it's just not working time and time again, just stop doing it altogether. You can totally do that. That is up to you. You can totally do that. That's how you take your control back of the situation. You go, okay, not going to do this anymore. Bye. You know, that's all. That's it. It's very simple. Although it's not always very simple to do that, but I mean, it's simple enough for this to not be a problem anymore, right? Oh. Oh, nice. Where is Jenna? Is she good? Juliet? She told me to tell you she couldn't join right now because she's busy with school. Right on. Yeah, no, totally. Tell her she should definitely be doing school. I'm not worried about it. Whatever she needs to do for herself, I totally am supportive of that. I love Jenna. She's like one of those people that's like, she knows what she needs to be doing. Like, she doesn't ever like do something just because like she feels bad. It's like, she's like, I have to do this right now. And it's like, I love that, because no one I know really is like that. Like, I mean, some people are, but it's like, you know, it's rare to actually meet somebody. And she's so young too, to just meet somebody who just knows what they need to do and just does it, you know, and doesn't like get, you know, distracted by other people and other things. It's really cool. I really wish I could be more like that myself. And I definitely would never want her to do anything that she, you know, she has school to do and everything. Definitely. I mean, she's going to be a psychologist, and she will. Yeah, she's very nice. Did you have a question, Juliet? Yeah, she's very nice. I love Jenna. Everyone here loves Jenna too. Everyone does. I'm surprised no one's asked about her in a while, because you know what? Everyone used to. Like, if she wasn't here, people would be like, "Where's Jenna? Where's Jenna? Where's Jenna?" Because she was just always like, "Hey," and just nice to everybody, and just everyone loved her, you know? And because what's not to love about her? She's awesome. Just a general love for April. Okay, gotcha. Beth's life, there's no list right now, but I'll go with you after this one, okay? So just post your question when I'm done with this one, and I'll see it, and we'll go with that, okay? Oh, I see your question. Okay. So yeah, you know, Juliet, thank you. I'm not really gonna make a list this time. I'm just gonna kind of go at random, just because it's easier for me to do that. Like, it's just easier to you know, just pick questions as I go, because I don't want to like pick favorites or have people think like I didn't pick them on purpose or something. And the wheel is really helpful with that, but I'm not gonna do the wheel today. So, but thank you for offering. That's really cool of you to do that. Thank you. Because it is very helpful. When I am doing the list, it's super helpful to have somebody else doing it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see for April. April love for Juliet. April love for Juliet. Okay. So there is somebody caring coming in, I feel like, and they could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but it definitely could be. So be on the lookout for that. But I feel like you're going to kind of like ruin it because you're afraid of who knows what. I mean, you've been hurt in the past. It's not paranoia. You see his bandage on his head there. That means he's been hurt in the past. And so this is not like he's like paranoid. It's like he has a reason to kind of be scared and nervous and anxiety ridden about relationships. You know, things have gone wrong before he's been hurt. So he's like not really just like gung-ho about it. It's like, oh, shit, you're showing you care about me, red flag, you know, even though it's not a red flag, but it kind of seems like it. So this is the Virgo card. It could be a Virgo as well, but I feel more so that this is talking about, you know, you need to kind of do some time alone for right now. You need to isolate a bit, and not like completely away from people, but just isolate to the point where you can kind of get to know yourself again. Do that self-check, do that, you know, self-reflection period. You know, you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what it is you're trying to do, who you are, where you're going, and why, you know, what you feel. These things are very important. So you need to go ahead and, you know, go back and try to figure that out before you go out and date again, because then you won't have as much fear. You'll be like, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I don't want. Okay, gotcha. You know, no questioning, no being like, okay, I'm just going to go for it. Like, no, you're not going to just go for it and then get in a situation you don't want to be in. You're going to be like, I know what I want. I know what I don't want. Okay, good. Let's go. So at the same time, we have a lot of ambition. I feel like this is a good thing for you to do that. Like, you're going to have a lot more ambition after you do that, because you're going to feel more confident, just like the King of Wands here. A lot more confident, a lot more ready to go, gung-ho, right? And you're going to be like, look how far I've come. Look how far I've come. You're going to be proud of yourself. You're going to be seeing everything that's happened, all the accomplishments you've made. And like, and I don't mean accomplishments like that other people can necessarily notice, but accomplishments within yourself. Like, you notice, like, okay, I'm not talking to myself like that anymore. Okay, I'm actually happy. I'm positive. I know how to like tell myself to stay positive and be positive and just smile and just be happy, you know, and just not let things get to me in a way that's going to ruin my day. You know, I've come so far, because before I was not like that at all. And now I'm ready to kind of, you know, get out there and date someone. I'm not afraid anymore, you know, because I know what I want and I know what I don't want, but not before this. Yeah. And then look, somebody new coming in. Ah! Ace of Cups. Okay. So that's really good. That's a really good card, by the way, for love. So that's why I'm like, ah! So yeah, do that self-reflection, do that time on your own before you get out there, because it's really important that you know who you are, where you're going, what you want. Don't just go and date someone and have them tell you what your life's going to be, because that could be really bad. That could be a really bad situation to be in, you know? That's like, well, me, Cancer, star sign, and my ex, C, who's in Aries, possibly reconnect. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm not going to go with these because there's too many. Okay. You and your Aries ex? Yeah, for sure. You and your Aries ex? Your reaction to the Ace of Cups is like when I see French bulldogs or pugs. Yeah, I love dogs too. Cancer star sign, and my ex, who's an Aries. Okay, got you. You're the Cancer, he's the Aries. Ooh. Fire and water. You know what that makes, right? Steam. But no, they can kick it off, but let's see what's going to happen for you guys. Are you guys going to reconnect? I don't answer yes or no questions with a yes or no ever, but let's see what we can get out of this. Usually we can get a lot more details without doing a yes or no. We can get, you know, a lot more information just by looking at the energy around the situation, okay? So let's see. Tell me the energy around these two. Tell me what's coming for these two. Will they reconnect in the future, within the next year? Within the next year, or within this year? Let's see what's happening for them. Between them, what do we see the energy between them? What do we see happening? This Cancer and Aries. Beth and C. It's okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So I do see, first of all, that, you know, you're wanting this reunion and it might happen, but it's not going to be what you want it to be. Okay, because it's, first of all, you hanging here waiting for it to happen for a long time. Like, you'll wait like too long for it to happen, and I don't want that. I don't want you to waste your life waiting for this. But it looks like you're going to do that either way. You know, if you have free will, you can do or not do whatever the fuck you want, you know? So no matter what the cards are saying, right? So it looks like you're waiting here for this kind of reunion to happen, right? And you're waiting and waiting, you're swinging, you're kind of feeling a bit stuck, a bit like stagnant, like, I'm just waiting here for this, like, is this gonna happen, is this gonna not happen? But it looks like this is you, Cancer, right? And you're a bit upset about this is a big stressor for you. You know, you might be losing nights of sleep, you might be if you're not losing sleep, then you're up in the middle of the day just thinking about this, and it's on your mind constantly, and it's kind of, you know, stressful, and it's kind of a burden on you, you know, if I can say that. It's like something that you just, it's bringing you down to just be about this. So interestingly enough, I do see that there's stability in your life still somehow, or it's coming, you know, whether this is talking about money wise, because Cancers do need security to feel, well, secure, right? But so money could help with that. But also it's interesting because you have this situation going on, but you still have this level of security in your life. So that's a good thing. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously that's kind of a good plus to this situation, because it's kind of negative. It's kind of negative on you. But let's see, as I don't really see that as saying like you guys are going to be a secure thing. Like, to me, it's more saying that it's not going to completely fuck with you in the way that you're going to like lose yourself. But I would say, like, I don't necessarily see it happening. And if it does, it's not going to be something that you really want it to be, you know? Let's see what it will be if it does happen. Or what do we see between them? Maybe you guys are going to speak about money matters or something. Aries. Aries card. Interesting. We got both of your guys' cards in this reading. So this is definitely centered for you. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. Here, let me bring you down here for a second. So I'm going to do it like this. Since you guys both came out today, Aries here, Cancer here. What is between you guys? What is between you guys? Within this year, what do we see happening? What do we see between you? Do we see any reconciliation? What do we see happening between you? What is this relationship going to be? If anything at all, what do we see? Okay. See, again, it's something about money or stability, work, something that brings you, it could be a material item. I mean, something that brings you some level of security. It could be your belongings. It could be their belongings. I mean, but I feel like somebody is bringing something or offering something, or there's something that you guys are sharing. You know, see this knight here? He's like bringing it towards you, but it's something material, you know? The Libra card. So it's talking about justice, you know, something finally being balanced out. Maybe you guys are returning belongings to each other or something to that effect, but it could also be about money that's owed, or, you know, something that's just like, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is the right thing. This is fair. This is meant. So it's like, it could be kind of the ending of the situation, but I feel like you guys will end it in a way that's civil, you know, if this is in fact the ending of it, like the official ending. It doesn't have to be, but I kind of feel like it's something where you guys are giving each other things that are, you know, that belong to the other or that are owed. You know what I mean? And so you guys are both gaining something out of this. Again, I don't feel like it'll be a completely fucked up situation. Even if it is sad, it seems like it's a situation, you guys are friends still, you guys are cool. You know, if this is not the case right now, I would say within this year, you guys are going to be cool, you guys are going to be civil, but it's not going to probably be romantic, at least not right now. You know, it's going to be something where you guys are like look, we're going to do the right thing, give each other our stuff back or the money that's owed or whatever the situation is calling for with this. But it's, you know, you guys are both feeling like you gained something out of the situation, like maybe even just a friend, but this is the way it's supposed to be for now. So just try not to like put your foot in there and control it too much, because that could fuck up things a lot, you know, because the Justice card is talking about things that are supposed to be. Like, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is just the way it is, and just don't try to fuck with it, you know. Later on in your life, you never know. You guys might get back together, but right now it looks like this is going to be a situation where you guys kind of phase out and you fizzle out and you kind of just, you are civil, you know. Things are good. Things are cool between you. Nothing romantic right now, though, okay? Okay. What's coming towards me? Nani. Hello. In love, you're asking. Nani for love. Ooh, okay. We got some nasty ass motherfucking characters right here. Just letting you know, because these characters, these cards, are both really bad cards to get. And that's fucked up to say, but I'm just telling you the truth, what I see right here. It's showing somebody is getting fucked over, first of all. 10 of Swords. Probably didn't see it coming. Probably unexpected because, you know, he's on his stomach. So he didn't see it happening or coming. They just kind of stabbed him in the back. He did not see it coming. He didn't even have time to react. So kind of a bitch move, you know, on their part. But, you know, at the same time, we have this person who's like a bully. You know, the Five of Swords here, he's a bully. He picks on people that are not his own size. He doesn't even care. You can fear me or you can respect me, but you're going to do one of them. I don't care which one it is, but you're going to look at me like I matter. You know, this person is petty but they're evil, you know, like they're like very just petty, just very like they're going to win at all costs. They don't even care. It's not about you. It's about winning. Me winning. It's not even about you losing. It's about me winning. That's what the person's about. And it's like, see these people cowering away from him? And he's just so happy about that. He's just like, yeah, you know, I'm satisfied with that. Right on, yeah. Fucking cry, little baby, or whatever the fuck he's saying to them. He's really happy about it. Can you let Buzz out, please? He's like farting really bad and it smells in here so bad. Oh my Lord. Okay. So there's somebody in your life, or maybe they're not in your life yet, but they're coming. And yeah, this is not good. They're a Scorpio person, I would say, the Death card. And the reason I don't think it's talking about an ending or a drastic change is because it's in the middle of this reading. And so I would say that it's probably a Scorpio person or a person that changes your life in the way that like you're going to transform into something that you weren't before, like unrecognizable, like a new person completely. And this person's really sneaky, so be careful, because it's not like it's going to be obvious. Like, this person is not going to be a complete dick from the start, so you really have to be careful about who you're allowing into your life and why. You know, don't just like allow anyone into your life. Don't think like, I'm lonely, so I'm just gonna, why not? No, why not? Because some people have motives. They see that you're lonely, and that's what they use to their advantage. So you can't be allowing just anyone into your life, you know? Somebody coming in very quickly, right around the corner. They haven't come in yet, but they're coming right around the corner, almost like you can't even stop them. You might feel like, fuck, I can't even stop like my feelings for this person. Like, but just remember what I'm saying right now. Person's not good. Probably a Scorpio. If somebody comes into your life tomorrow and is a Scorpio, like, please just be their friend for now, okay? It's up to you. I mean, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. Let me know in a few years how that works out, because I'm telling you, not looking good. Hate to tell you that. What's coming for me in love? Something really, really bad. Like, sorry. I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing, you know? Could change anytime. Could change right now. So you're like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna be single the next 10 years. Then obviously it's not gonna happen, you know, but because you're changing up the game. You're changing the path. When will I meet my person? Says Nicole. Your person, most significant relationship of your life? Marriage, possibly? Well, let's see. Your person. So when will you fall in love? Is that because you might have more than one person in your lifetime? You never know. You just don't. We just don't know that right now. So let's see. let's get to it. All right, putting something to rest or feeling relaxed. Oh, if you are dealing, okay. If you're dealing with a Gemini person right now, or I mean, it kind of seems like you're not dealing with anyone since you're asking this question, or if you're a Gemini person, but this could just be talking about a lover. So I feel like in the future, this is kind of a thing where, yeah, you might cheat on someone in the future. Like, I feel like, because this is like you putting something to rest with somebody, a lover. So maybe you're putting it to rest first, actually. I mean, because that's kind of what we're talking about here, right? Putting something to rest with a lover. And then we're talking about sneaking, though. So I feel like you're in the midst of putting it to rest, and you're in the midst of kind of like saying goodbye to the person, but you're not there yet. You know, you think sneaking away with this other person is going to bring you happiness, and you end up feeling stuck because the person, you know, you're kind of tied to them. Or this could be talking about, you know, you're trying to sneak away to find happiness, but you feel stuck with the person you're already with. You know, so either way, it's a sticky situation because you're trying to find love. I feel like this is a situation that comes about when you're already with somebody else because you're trying to put it to rest, and you could have a hard time doing that because that's why you're sneaking. You know, if you had put it to rest officially, like completely altogether 100%, you wouldn't need to sneak around. So that's why I feel like you're still attached to them when you're doing this, and you're going and trying to sneak to find happiness. Maybe you feel like somebody else can bring that to you, or, you know, because we do have this family thing here, this family energy. It doesn't have to be a family. What it means is happiness. But I mean, with all these people in here, it kind of seems like it is a family, but it might not be, you know, it might just be like, it might be you trying to have a family with someone else, or it might just be talking about happiness. So either way, you're going to be feeling stuck because you're actually pretty attached to either this person, this new person, or the person you're already with. You see how they're chained to this devil character here? It's like a trauma bond, it feels like. It's like you want to get away, but you can't because you're so tied to it. It's like a soul tie. Like you just feel like you can't. Like you just feel like codependency, I guess, at its, you know, lightest, in its lightest, you know, to explain it in a way that's like probably in its most minor degree, it's codependency. But in a serious way, in a big way, in like the devil card way, it feels more than that. It feels like a, you know, like you're chained to the person. You can't just like deuces, you know, it's like, oh fuck, like I am attached. And it's not really a good thing. It doesn't really feel good. But you know, either way, it seems like this is happening, a very significant relationship for you. And it's hard to get away from the person you're already with, or maybe this person that you get with. Because it being a significant relationship for you doesn't mean it's the one that's for you. It just means that it's significant and it could be good or bad. So it seems like it's going to be a sticky situation either way. Good luck with that. You're going to be feeling stuck. You're going to be feeling like you don't know what to do. But the thing about the Eight of Swords, though, I do want to, you know, let you know so that it's not completely negative. The thing about, well, I put it back in the deck, but the thing about the Eight of Swords there, the one that was like she was tied up and her hands were tied up and she had all the swords around her. The thing about it is it's a mental energy since it's swords. It's not like she really is stuck. It's just in her head. So it kind of is what we're talking about here. Like you're just kind of feeling stuck, but you're not physically stuck. No one has you physically trapped and tied up like that, like the card kind of shows. But and like literally you could just walk away. Although it's going to be hard because that devil there is kind of making you feel like you're tied to this chain to the situation. So it is difficult, of course, but it's not impossible. You can do whatever you want to do. It just takes belief in yourself, basically. What do you need to do? Is this the right thing for you? Happiness? Or is it just fleeting? You know, because it could be. It definitely could be. Kim, yes. General reading. Hang on to your money. Ooh, okay, so very quickly here. Your life is about to go through a couple ups and downs, okay? And I say ups and downs because it's going to come back up. Well, first of all, it's going to go down. It's saying hang on to your money Anything you earn right now, please hang on to it. Do not spend it on stupid shit, because very quickly this can turn into a situation where you feel like you're left out in the cold and you're, you know, oh, see how that's purple? That's so cool. I love that. That's cool. It's not like that in the other decks. This is the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, just to let you know. Beautiful deck. So, yeah, we have very quickly here, almost abruptly without you even being able to react. You see the Knight of Swords, he just comes in and no one can really stop him. Full force energy there, you know? And it looks like very soon you're going to be headed towards this whole energy of like feeling left out in the cold. Maybe a business partner kind of fucks you over or lets you down or takes the money, or maybe you and a partner, you know, lose what you have, you know, built. So it's like you feel like you have nothing. You know, this is very kind of like homeless, poverty stricken. It just feels like you don't have, like you were left abandoned maybe, you know, by someone that you had a lot of stuff with, like, you know, a business partner or maybe a partner or even just a friend or a family member. But it feels like you need help, you know, because you're kind of like injured, homeless. I mean, it could be anything having to do with something like that, but it's like basically just you feel like you need help. And it looks like something is going to be coming your way with help though, and it's going to feel good. It's going to feel like there's harmony and peace restored back into your life, and it probably is something that has to do with a job or money. I would say, you know, something that brings you stability for sure with this pentacle here, but the Temperance card could mean Sagittarius, but for this situation, I feel like we're just talking about, you know, somebody bringing you something that restores harmony and peace back into your life because you feel like you can like take care of yourself again. So it shouldn't be a long time that this is going on, but it seems like it's going to hit you hard, and then it's going to get kind of like clear up, you know, so that's a good thing. But just keep your eye out for any jobs that you can get or any kind of help you can get from anybody, you know, because somebody's going to be offering you some kind of thing that will bring you stability, whether that be money or a job that you can bring stability to yourself from. May I know Marek's thoughts on me? Please and thank you. Yes. This is the Eight of Swords. That's what I was talking about. You can just walk away, but you think you can't because you have a blindfold on and you have your hands tied. And the swords around you, they're just in the ground. They're not going to stop you from doing anything. And your ankles aren't tied. So you can literally just walk away. But it feels like you can't. You don't even know that you can in that situation. That was for the person before Kim. You know how I was talking about the Eight of Swords that I put back in the deck? Well, that was that card. So it's all in your head. Okay. That was for Nicole. So, that was for Kim. Now, Jess, may I know Merrick's thoughts on me, please and thank you. Okay. All right. So they feel like they are interested in you, but if you guys don't have a past, I would say this is about their own past, you know, because if you guys don't have a past, then how can they already know that you're going to fuck them over? They've been fucked over in the past. They've been abandoned and left, and they're interested in you with this Knight of Cups, but they're also worried. You know, they think it like triggers a past, it triggers emotions they had in the past about a past connection of feeling abandoned and left in the left out in the cold. So for some reason you're triggering that in them. And I don't know if they know that you've dated, like you've cheated before in past relationships, or you're kind of, you know, it's hard to like get you to be faithful if they know that about you, if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that's one example of how I'm seeing this. They're seeing like third party type, you know, type situation and getting fucked over. So it's like for some reason they associate you with that feeling of getting fucked over. So they don't trust you. And that could be that could be because of you and what you do and what they know about you or what people say, or that could just be because maybe that's how they are, or that could be just because of, you know, anything that has nothing to do with you, you know, like a thing that's like triggering them that has nothing to do with you. Nothing, like I said, if you guys don't have a past, then it would not be your fault that this is happening. But basically they just don't trust the situation. Maybe that's how they feel with everyone that they date, you know, but that's how they feel with you. They don't trust the situation yet. They feel like they're going to be fucked over. Like that's what they feel like. They feel that Ten of Swords, you know, they feel like they just know. So they're probably not approaching you yet because I feel like they want to, but they're not going to because of the fear of something. It's not even like a fear in this situation. It doesn't even show that like they're afraid that's gonna happen. It's like that's what they think is gonna happen. Like they don't fear it. They're like they know it. You know, it's weird. Like if you guys don't have any past, I would say that this is something that they just feel with everybody, or you just trigger that in them, or they've watched you and they feel like you're just kind of like that. I don't know. So just try to come across as like a very honest person if you can, you know. If any communication you have with them, just let them know like you're loyal to your friends and family, like you're not shady. I mean, if you feel like it's worth doing that. You might just say, okay, this person's already judging the fuck out of me and they don't even know me, so I'm just gonna say fuck that. Hi, Clementine, New York. 3 cards for 3 days, please, and thank you, Miss L. So 1 card for each day or 3 cards for each day? Yeah, go ahead, Clementine. Yeah, of course, Jess. You're welcome. Miss L. One for each day, okay. Okay. I'm going to take you down here for a second. Miss L. And please pick a deck for day 1. Middle, okay, 1. Ah! Now day 2, this is 1, 2, 3. All right. Now pick a number 1 out of 32. This is day 3. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. This is day 2. This is day 1. You're putting something to rest, or you're finally able, well, no, I would say you're putting something to rest. You're putting some, also at the bottom of the deck, I did notice, so I have to kind of include it. It's about communication. You could be communicating with somebody that you once loved, right? And it's talking about basically you putting it to rest, or you kind of settling down on it, you like not thinking about it so much. You finally being able to have some rest and some peace now after, you know, letting something go, or kind of like distancing yourself from something or someone who, obviously there's a lot of heart pain here. So this could be something you kind of feel after you put it to rest. Like you probably feel it during, and that's why you have to put it to rest. But at the same time, because it's too much on you, but at the same time, you're starting to feel it after, you know, even more. So it's like you're starting to realize, like, I really do feel torn up about this. But I think it's a better thing that you did distance yourself from it, because you see here the Ace of Pentacles is talking about there is opportunity for you to feel stable. So it's like you're going to feel stable. You're going to have, you know, security in some way, whether that be money, a job, your house feels stable, your situation feels stable. So it's kind of like this was a good move for you, because it feels even more like you're getting the gift of stability here with this hand bringing it to you. Of course, it's an opportunity that's being brought to you, but you don't have to take it. That's up to you. But you probably should, because, you know, security and stability are good things. It seems like this has to do, though, with you putting something to rest that hurts you. So this could be a person, this could be a situation, this could be something from your past even that's just, you know, you're still thinking about and still dealing with. And maybe it's just time for you to realize, like, okay, it's time for me to put that behind me and kind of move forward and put this to rest, and so I can relax and actually have better chances in the future of, you know, happiness. So basically it's just you kind of, you know, putting something to rest that hurts you, that makes you feel bad, and you're not trying to feel bad anymore. And that actually rewards you with more stability. That's good. So the first day is about, you know, you realizing that something needs to be put to rest. Second day, you're going, fuck, this really hurts. And the third day, you're going, okay, now what can I do to move forward, and how can I create more stability in my life? Right. Big Mama 11. Yeah, you know, it seems like there's not any, but you'll find them. It's just you can't trust everybody, you know? You can't just trust everyone. Will D reply to my message? You have to have boundaries. You have to know what you're looking for. So you know, like if something makes you uncomfortable, Miss L, just know that you can just put a stop to it right then. You don't have to like be okay with it just to be nice, or just because you think, oh, okay, maybe they didn't mean it like that. No, if something makes you uncomfortable, walk away from it. You know what I mean? Like that's how you protect yourself from future hurt and abuse and, you know, things, because it's like it could only get worse. Like people aren't going to change their bad traits. I mean, they can, but is it really worth the risk to like wait and see if they do? I feel like if this is someone you just meet and they're already making you feel uncomfortable, it's kind of like a red flag to not be involved with them. And if they really want to be with you, or they really want to get to know you, maybe they'll stop doing that, but they probably won't, you know, because that's just who they are. But maybe they will. I mean, who knows? It's just, you're not going to wait and find out, you know. You kind of have to just know, like, okay, this person's not treating me right. I'm done, you know? Like, I'm not going to think that it's going to get better. It's probably not. Yeah, but some people are real good at acting like they're good people, you know? And they're actually not. Of course, you get hurt at first because, you know, it hurts to walk away from people you don't want to walk away from. But at the end of the day, you kind of save yourself a lot of hurt, you know, a lot of time and energy, because you didn't deal with them all the way. You know, you kind of just dealt with them for a second. And yeah, it could still hurt, but it's a lot better than what it could have been, you know, if you stayed longer. So let's see. Okay. You said, well, do you reply to my message? So I don't do yes or no answers, but let's see what they're doing in regards to the message. Ooh. Can you give me the energy around how they feel about this message? Ooh, okay, they're angry. They're like, bitch. No, I'm kidding. Okay, they're like feeling like they want to like get back at, they're vindictive about this, about the situation for some reason. They're feeling really nasty. It's a really nasty energy, the Five of Swords. It's somebody who just wants to win at all costs, not trying to listen to reason. You will fear me or you will respect me. I don't care which one, but you will see me as somebody who's important and better than you. That's the whole energy. See how these people are cowering away and he's just like so satisfied with that. I mean, it's ugly. It's really disgusting. And it's really not somebody who's trying to be fair. So the moon's here. Yeah, it's like, maybe that's why you don't know why they would be like this. It's like, what the fuck? And maybe they're confused too in the situation. Like, why would they be angry about this? Maybe they're seeing something that you said is wrong. Maybe they're taking it wrong. It's not clear. That's what the moon says for sure, is that nothing is clear right now. No one knows. Okay. Three of Swords. Somebody's feeling hurt. Clearly. Let's see. Why are there the Five of Swords though? Here we have Temperance here. That's either Sagittarius. Also, this is Pisces. It doesn't have to be Sagittarius or Pisces, but those are what those cards mean. So this is talking about harmony, peace, balance, harmony. That's why the Five of Swords is coming out. Let's see what else. And Judgment. So you have to use your better judgment on this one. Like, why would they be angry? Why would they be resentful? Why would they be vindictive? Maybe is it possible that they're not seeing the situation clearly? They're kind of seeing it wrong. They're seeing it in a way that you're not trying to make it come off as, and they're confused and they're obviously hurt. So it's like, use your better judgment on this one. You know if you meant to hurt them. You know if you're doing something fucked up or not. So it's like, if they're reacting this way, you may not, get a response. But if they are reacting this way and you do get a response, you can kind of react and say, I think you're taking this the wrong way. That's not at all what I was saying, or that's not at all what I meant or wanted or intended for you to be feeling like. So you said you're a Sagittarius. Okay, so are you angry? Are you feeling vindictive? Are you feeling spiteful and really negative? Because it's funny with the Five of Swords there. The Five of Swords with the Sag card. You're upset. I totally forgot what the card I got after it was. Do you remember? I'm gonna have to rewind this really quick. You're feeling like super upset though. It's not just you're feeling like angry, like you want to get back at the person. You sent him a nice message though. Yeah. But you're not really feeling nice. You're not really feeling, you're just trying to be nice. Judgment. Okay, so the Judgment card. So things are not clear for you either. I feel like, okay, since we're talking about you're a Sag, it's talking about you need to use your better judgment on this. You feel hurt and upset. Maybe you're looking at this the wrong way. Maybe you're seeing it in a way that it really isn't. So you're trying to talk to them about it because things are unclear, obviously. You want them to explain to you what the fuck it is because you don't understand. And maybe they don't, but I feel like it's you who's more confused right now. Like they're hurting you and you just want to know why. You just want to know like what this meant. Closure, basically. But you're not getting that. And I don't know if you will get it, That could lead to more anger. Or you said, it's funny? This card flipped out right now. You said you're not angry. I beg to differ. You're hurt, but you're angry. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I mean, you're feeling like, what the fuck? Or maybe that's the energy of this person is a really bad person. And it's a person who's just not really in the business of making you feel good. Even if at one point they did, It kind of, it's kind of like they're past that now, unfortunately. And it's confusing as fuck. It's like, why did you even come into my life? I'm sorry that that's happening. because you might not ever get an answer from them. You see this? Yeah, you might not ever get an answer. But don't let this ruin everything in your life, you know? Try to just know that if somebody's going to treat you like that, no matter how they treated you at first, and if it was really great, if they're this now, then really, was it really great, or were they just fake as fuck? And as hard as that is to accept that somebody could be fake as fuck like that when they made you feel so great, it's better than dealing with like blaming yourself for it and thinking that you did anything to deserve that, or that it's something that is representative of your worth as a person or as a lover. It's not. You would never do that to somebody, so that's why. That's how I know that you're not. It's not representative of you. It's them. And they're just an unhappy person. Even if they seem like they are happy, it's like they have to hurt people constantly in order to feel like they're worth something. You know, I have to make people feel like they're low, and I have to make people, you know, want me after, you know, like I have to make people basically need me in some way by influence so I can feel powerful, so I can feel better, you know, about myself, so I can feel like I'm worth it because I don't feel like I'm worth it, right? It's like ridiculous, but that's how some people are. They have to put others down or make them feel upset and bad about themselves so that they can feel good about themselves. M and M between U and S. Love reading between M and S. Hang on to your money. Or you guys might be building something together, like a home, a business. Okay, so you could be waiting a while before this sets off, but the thing about it, because I feel like you guys are both very independent people. So, you know, you're hanging on to your money, you're doing what you need to do for yourself, you know, in regards to money and stability and like having your own, excuse me, like, you know, your belongings, your home, your, you know, material items. It's like your individual, your independence is important to you. So this is something where it's like you're trying to build something up from the bottom. You guys are probably going in together on some kind of a business deal, or maybe you're going to have a home together or some kind of thing where you guys are sharing, like the money is kind of like you guys are both, you know, working together and building something together. So like a home or something. And but you guys are both still very independent. So that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But I just feel like for this all to come together, it is going to kind of take a while because of the independence thing. Like you guys need to kind of come together more and kind of realize like, okay, if we're going to make this happen, we're going to make this happen. But I feel like you guys are both kind of the same person in that way. But it's not a bad thing. Like there's nothing bad about waiting a little while. I mean, maybe just to make sure that it's going to happen or not. But I feel like in the end, it's going to be celebration. It's going to be things coming together. It might just take a little while for it to come together, but I feel like you guys are going to be like working on a lot of stability. You know, you guys are going to be able to build up something together. This is building a foundation, like building it up from the start, from the bottom up. So I feel like that's a good thing, you know, and your independence shouldn't be a threat to the situation either. Just remember that, you know, if things seem a little stagnant, maybe you could just let each other know, like, what are we waiting for? You know, do we want to make this happen or not? Okay, yeah, let's do it then, you know? Yeah, go ahead, A-line, or Alan, or Aline, Aline, A-line, Aline, Aline. No problem, Eminem. Big Mama 11, that sucks. Sounds like him, you said. That sucks. You know, because it's like, fuck. That being him makes him a dick. And that sucks. I hope you don't blame yourself for that, though. Because trust me, it's not worth it. And it's not your fault. I wish you could see that from the outside. Looking in. What's coming to me this year? Okay, regarding love or just anything? Just gonna look for anything. Feeling left out in the cold about a situation from your past. Okay. Feeling like you were abandoned or left to figure it out yourself, kind of alone, right? Needing help. Okay, and then somebody comes in. That is more like what you want. Good, good. So what we're seeing here is an air sign person, Aries, or I'm sorry, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, air sign person. And it could be a person that's younger than you, but I feel like more so this is talking about there is a situation from the past that that's kind of lingering a bit. You're feeling a bit like you don't really, like you're not worth much, or like you don't really, like you're not lovable or something, you know, because somebody left you in the cold out, like, you know, kind of abandon you or something like that. And so what we're seeing here though is somebody coming in and somebody offering you either a big wake up call, like sense of truth here, sense of like complete just honesty with the King of Swords, but it could also be a King of Swords person. So we're talking about a person that's very honest, I would say, you know, a person that's more easily trustable because of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a person that you can't really get shit past, you know, you can't really bullshit him. And he's very unemotional in his communication, but he's also very straightforward. So you don't have to worry about like bullshit or like no like moon card energy of like vagueness. And then here we have the Nine of Cups. So it tells me that this is a situation that is more what you want in it, but let's clarify. What's the Nine of Cups here for? Okay, you think. So here's my advice. Don't let this new person come in and make you feel like this is going to be the answer to all of your problems, because it's not. Okay? Because if you do that, you're going to get yourself in a trap here. You're not really stuck, but you're going to feel stuck, because I feel like this is part of what it is though with you having the choice to allow this person to be what they are in your life. Like, don't allow them to come in because you're feeling like this, because you're feeling left out, and you have this person come in who's very straightforward with you, a little unemotional, maybe not really very emotionally available even. So it kind of feels like maybe something you're used to in a way of somebody not being emotionally available. But you do deserve somebody who's emotionally available. You deserve to have your emotions and your needs met, you know, in like in your friendships and relationships. So don't forget about that, because you might start to feel stuck here. You might feel like this person is exactly what you need and want, but they're a bit like distant and unemotional, but you kind of need someone who's more emotional so that you can figure out like what you actually need. You know, you have to be comfortable with yourself and not just like listen to another person who's kind of shut off and distant and detached, but you feel like they're the authority here. You're going to end up feeling stuck because they're not the authority here. You are your own authority. You have to remember that. You can't be in a situation where you feel like this person's going to be the answer to all your problems, because you're going to be let down. So when this person comes in, just try to, you know, even if you want to keep it on a friend level, that might be a good idea for now, because they can offer you some really sound advice that you kind of need right now to kind of feel like, okay, maybe I am not just a complete piece of shit worthless. You know, you might feel like that. You might feel kind of like you're not worth much, but this person coming in could be very rational, very straightforward, and just honest with you. Maybe you could keep them as a friend, as a good friend, because they could give you some good advice for right now. But if not, you know, just don't let them be the answer to all your problems. Just make sure you know that it's just a person and not the savior of, you know, coming your way and trying to make everything better, because you're going to end up disappointed and feeling stuck because of that. You know, you might end up resenting them because of that, because you feel like, again, you need this person and you really don't want to feel like that. And it doesn't feel like you have control over your life. So, I mean, just don't put that person in that position. You know what I mean? So, thank you, you guys. I'm going to go for now. That was a quick one. You know, I did quite a few though. I'm not exactly sure how many I did, but it was a lot, you know. I think for an hour, it was pretty good. But I'm going to come back on in a couple hours. So come back on Make sure you're here again for the next live. I'm going to do another hour later, so we'll do this again. So come back on, you guys, and I'd love to answer your questions for you. So please come visit me again in about a couple hours, okay? So we'll do this again. Okay, you guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and come back in a couple hours. We'll do this again, okay? Thanks.